Should you summon HeroFest Darkfall? This banner does look pretty good on paper, but I think I have some stuff to tell you guys that may change your opinion if you should be summoning or not, or skipping, whatever the case may be. The banner will feature, of course, D-Fin, Araki, D-Cilia, Arcana, and D-Marzex. This banner is all about Mono Dark because it's a Darkfall banner. I think we've had one of these in the past, but we didn't have like these units on it, or even D-Cilia on it. Like I was talking about earlier, at first glance, this banner may be really good to you. You may see that and be like, oh yeah, Darkfin, Darkcilia, seems like a pretty solid banner. I wouldn't summon on it though, and let me tell you why. Really, the only two gems in this banner is D-Fin and D-Cilia. Arcana is for some people really strong and really good, but personally, I don't think he's super great. I feel like that if you already have Rim, you already accomplished what Arcana can do, and I prefer Rim over him most of the time. He's definitely not a bad pickup, but he's also not the best pickup from this banner. Raki is just very like, in my opinion. And then D-Marzex is kind of just an older unit, you know. He's kind of showing his age. He does still do a decent amount of damage. D-Fin and D-Cilia though are definitely really good. D-Fin being an amazing arch general that you can use on pretty much any team, but definitely Mono Dark. Also, the thing is too about D-Fin is that some people may try to get him because they have Earthfin, and don't do that because Earthfin and D-Fin do not stack arch gen wise. So as a new player, you may see this and be like, oh, I can finally get two arch geners, but no. If you haven't seen my arch gen video, a card should be popping up on screen right now. D-Fin and Earthfin are in the same arch gen typing, so they do not stack at all. Talking about that, do you guys know damage buffs don't stack? I didn't actually know that till yesterday. I've been playing this game for 2 years, talked in multiple discords, talked about the game with multiple people, and never once did I hear anyone ever mentioning that a damage buff does not stack with another damage buff. That's crazy, isn't it? 2 whole years, and I never knew that same damage buffs actually do not stack. Even wilder is that there's different damage buff typings apparently, like how there is archgen types in the game. I didn't know that either, and I was like, well, do we know like the specifics on it? To my surprise, guess what? No one knew, because I feel like the only way we knew about archgen types was probably from data mining, and we can't do that anymore, so GG. D-Cilia, on the other hand, though, is actually an amazing unit. Very strong in in-game, pretty much can be used on any team, not restricted at all to anything, and she is really good. But here's the catch with D-Cilia. Yes, she is really good. She is an in-game unit, but I don't think you summon on this banner if you're planning on pulling for Juno in a few months. I say a few months, but it's probably like 4 or 5 months away. Juno, whenever she releases, it's gonna be very similar to D-Cilia, like her kit wise, and she's a lot faster than D-Cilia. She doesn't have to stack or anything. She pops Demonic True Eclipse, and she pretty much gets all the buffs that D-Cilia has. Not exactly, but you know, most. And she just is extremely fast, and she's very good as like the main in-game like DPS unit. So if you're planning on summoning for Juno later on, you may not want to summon for this, because I feel like if you get Juno and you have D-Cilia, D-Cilia is going to go on the back burner because you're just going to want to use Juno instead because she's the new unit. She's faster than D-Cilia. In my opinion, I think she has better slots because she has, I think, 2 support slots. And also, I just don't think this banner is the best. Even if you are like a diehard D-Cilia fan, I don't think this is the best banner to pull her on. And last but not least, what I want to talk about before you consider summoning on this banner is that if you are considering making a Mono Dark team with this banner specifically, I wouldn't do it because a lot of people don't realize that whenever you make a Mono Dark team, it's not like any other team where you can just put whoever on there, throw whatever equips on there, and you're good. It's not how it works for Mono Dark. Mono Dark needs very specific equip, power increasing equips, because Mono Dark's all about dealing the big deeps. If you can't kill something in one shot on Mono Dark, GG, F's in the chat, boys, because you're gonna die. Every Mono Dark video you see out there, I promise you, is all about nuking, because that's all that they're good for. So if you're a new player and you want to make a Mono Dark team, I wouldn't say that would be the best team you should make off the bat. I think that's probably one of the worst decisions you can make as a new player, because that's a lot of investment just for a nuking team, whenever you could just use a very low investment team that's not like a mono team, just a bunch of, you know, rainbow units all on one team that all complement each other, and that would work out better most of the time in most situations than just nuking with Mono Dark. So yeah, that is all my opinions about the banner. Now let's talk about the verdict. Should you summon or what? Free-to-play players, new players, you guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, don't summon. Free-to-play, or if you're new, I feel like that you won't have the equips to make Mono Dark work, and if you're trying to go for D-Cilia specifically, I would say chill out and wait for the next banner to come around that may have her. Really, the main thing with new players on this banner, you would only summon on it if you're trying to get D-Fin, and that's only if you don't have a main arch gener. If you already have a main arch gener like Earthfin, which everybody should have because of the unit choice ticket, then you don't need to summon on this banner at all. Veteran players, I feel like we are only gonna summon on this banner if you're missing D-Fin D-Fin for your Mono Dark team, then I could say maybe justify it. But if you already have D-Cilia, then I would say don't summon at all, because you're just, I feel like, gonna get cucked. A lot of these units are old, a lot of us have these units, so I wouldn't summon on it if you're going for D-Fin specifically and you already have D-Cilia, because that way, if you do get a Hero Fest unit right, but you don't wind up pulling D-Fin, you wind up pulling a dupe D-Cilia, then, you know, it's not really a banner with a lot of value to you. It's a banner with very little value because there's only one unit you're actually trying to get. So it's the same thing again. I would say just skip, because it's just not worth it. I would just wait for D-Fin to come back on another banner. It's possible that D-Fin could be featured on the Commander Fort banner whenever that comes out. Who knows when that's dropping, but it's very possible that he could be on that banner. He may not be, but I'm just saying it's a possibility. But yeah, that's the verdict, guys. That's what I feel about it. New players, don't summon. Free to play, don't summon. Veterans, if you're missing Darkfin for your Mono Dark team, but you don't have D-Cilia, then of course you can summon because you have a little bit more value there. Thank you all for coming out. Tell me down below if you guys are going to be summoning, you guys going to be skipping. Personally, for me, I'm definitely going to be skipping this banner, not even going to do a multi on it, and just wait for next week. Or I'll probably just save until maybe Arver, or Orville as he's called in Global. Or I may just save till Juno, because at this point, a lot of these new units don't really interest me too much. But guys, thank you all for coming out. It's been your boy Pete. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more. And last but not least, man, don't forget to drink water.